And by 2025, the protests weren't just about votes. They were about youth suffocating under an empire of geriatrics. Cameroon's median age is 19. Its leader is 92. The gap between ruler and ruled could fill a museum. The youth see beer as both a myth and a mirror, a ghost haunting their possibilities. They have grown up under one man, one signature, one national broadcaster tone. They've never known a world where news isn't about what beer said, signed, or silently ignored. Economic stagnation has become a national anthem. Corruption is the country's second language. The Anglophone crisis, that bitter conflict that has burned since 2016, has killed over 6,000 and displaced thousands more. In those regions, elections are less a civic duty than an act of survival. Soldiers guard polling stations the way prison guards watch their own shadows. The ballot is a rumor whispered between checkpoints, and yet somehow, beer won. With up to 86% of the vote. Miracles happen every election season in Cameroon. Only the dead fail to vote. Issa Shiroma Bakari, the former ally turned rebel candidate, had claimed early victory based on his party's tallies, 54.8% to BS 31.3. Elekam's figures flipped those numbers faster than a magician hides a coin. When Shiroma called it a masquerade, he was only half right. Masquerades at least have rhythm. This election was more of a dirge. When France spoke condemning violent repression, it sounded like a guilty parent scolding a child it had spoiled for too long. The UN expressed concern, which is diplomatic code for helplessness. The African Union and European Union called for calm, as if calm were a vending machine one could summon between bullets. Meanwhile, in Douala, the city of commerce turned into a cemetery of patience. Roadblocks sprouted overnight. Smoke curled above shuttered shops. Mothers ran with children wrapped in wet cloths to protect them from tear gas. The slogan, "Stand up for Cameroon," took on a literal meaning as people tried to rise from the dust, choking and furious, while soldiers in imported armor fired into crowds. By October 30, at least 23 were dead. The state called it law enforcement. The people called it Tuesday. In Garoua, where Shiroma's supporters dared to hope, 4 more were killed. Yaoundé trembled under the weight of its own denial.